What is going on YouTube? Here back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically in today's episode, I want to continue to discuss the recent trends in the crypto space. I also want to look at the recent drops that we're most likely going to start to experience very soon in the market. You can see that we're starting to actually drop below the moving average on Litecoin as well as some of the other cryptos. We're starting to continue to see that bear market reversal happening on the crypto space. So I do want to continue to discuss that and explain exactly how we're going to be profiting off of those movements. I also want to talk about really quickly after the intro, kind of the changes that have been happening. Hopefully you watched yesterday's video as I did discuss what exactly I'm doing. So moving on from that, continuing on into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help out the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. Let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so before we jump in, just a quick update. As you guys can see, the camera quality has hopefully increased and the sound quality has also increased. I explained yesterday's video when I was just filming off of my laptop that I did actually and am in the process of transitioning from my house on Long Island to an apartment on Long Island after since I graduated college. So I have a bunch of stuff. Hopefully you guys understand how moving is. I have half my stuff at my house and half my stuff at the apartment, and some of that stuff is relevant to the YouTube channel. So that's why you don't see the green screen behind me, because it's a fairly big object that I do need to get moved, and it does not fit in my car. So you guys have to bear with. I was able to bring the light. As you guys can see, the quality is much better, as well as the microphone, which works very nicely as well. So I am in the process of moving the green screen over next, and some other odds and ends to help out with the production and camera quality and stuff like that for the channel. And then the last thing I want to reference right now is I do have Wi-Fi in the house. It's just farther away and I lose signal where I am recording, so that's why it says that I'm offline. But I do, before I make the video, go and refresh everything in the area that gives me Wi-Fi. And then I come over here and I record because this is the better setup and area to do so. But moving forward, I did order a repeater or a Wi-Fi extender, which I'll put farther in the house, which should push the Wi-Fi signal over here, so that I can actually show you guys updates and change the chart patterns while I'm recording. But just bear with me, that should all be done by the end of next week, I'd say, given the next couple of days. So thank you guys for bearing with me on that and continuing to follow the journey. Now, as you guys know, yesterday I made a video 21 hours ago basically saying that Bitcoin is making me quite a bit of profit, and XRP and Bitcoin are making me quite a bit of profit as we are starting to get ready to see another correction in price. As you guys can see, the current coin market cap refreshed about 2 seconds ago. Shows you guys a couple of things. It shows that we're kind of hitting a consolidation pattern. Really nothing is changing in the market. We're literally just trading sideways. We're not seeing any big leap to the upside, no big correction to the downside. It's literally just a sideways moving pattern. So with that being said, you guys will notice a couple of things here. So obviously Litecoin is starting to kind of break below the moving average. Now I do know that today is Friday, so we have 2 days and 13 hours left, give or take, maybe 2 days and 12 hours left before we really judge where exactly this price is going to go to. Now obviously this is a moving average, so we do know based on prior movements that if we actually close the candle below this moving average here, there's a very high chance we're going to continue the correction and actually fall to a lower level very quickly, and it's very promising as well. So that's kind of what I'm talking about in regards to making quite a bit of profit. We did sell off yesterday or 2 days ago when I showed you guys that there was no, we made like 15% on DueDEX, a quick trade. If it won't even load up because I don't have internet, which is great, but I did make a very quick trade yesterday. We had opened the position, I showed you guys. We had closed the position, I had showed you guys as well. With that being said, I highly recommend you take advantage of this crazy market because we are seeing some very interesting movements by signing up for DueDEX as well as Patreon. Patreon is where I explain and show you guys all of my trades, leverage trades, buying longs, sell shorts, leverages, post onlys, reduce onlys, things like that, how to use the take profit tool, how to use the stop loss tool. Very easy. It's a way to cover yourself, and it's all linked in the description down below. So definitely make sure sure to sign up for the Patreon. And then on Patreon, we use DueDEX all the time. So definitely make sure to go on to DueDEX as well. You don't need to be on Patreon to have a DueDEX account, but it is completely free to sign up. So that's why I recommend it. And it's a great way to, and a very beginner friendly and kind of mediocre amateur level for you guys to trade and leverage trade and create contracts and things like that on the market. So it's highly recommended, and it is a great way to make profit, especially shorting the market, which is huge. So following pursuit on that, you guys can clearly see again the continuation of the double top that is clearly formed. I'm honestly really surprised we haven't just dumped yet. We're actually just kind of consolidating at the neckline, which makes sense. With good reason, it makes sense why we're not dropping just yet. But I do believe very, very, very soon we are going to see the drop that we've been anticipating, the correction to the downside. And I do believe that XRP is going to correct all the way down to about 23 cents very quickly. And with that being said, I will be posting videos soon actually showing you guys publicly my trade on XRP, because I know you guys are interested in that. So I will show you guys probably tomorrow or another day exactly how I'm going to short XRP, the website that I use to short XRP. So I'm pretty excited to show you guys that, as DueDEX doesn't currently have XRP listed on its site. It will soon, but in regards to that, obviously we can make money right now. On the short, there's a very, very, very strong possibility we can correct. On the correction, we can profit quite a bit using another website that I'll explain tomorrow. But otherwise, the rest of the coins do kind of show resistance and reversals. You can see that on Bitcoin right here, we do have a downtrend, and we are hitting points of resistance that I wasn't anticipating to happen, but we are definitely hitting. It's based on this prior support here, these prior supports and resistances, as well as this downtrend right here. The fact that we're also hitting overbought on the weekly is a massive signal of correction. Even though we saw the reversal here, it does, seem like we do need to consolidate it a little bit lower in order to build up momentum to, project and swing ourselves back to the upside. So it's really just a matter of trading sideways. It's merely just a matter of, consolidating, and eventually we should be able to pop up at a fairly rapid rate. Now, like I said, all of that is shared on my Patreon, and I am starting to actually put stocks on Patreon. I'm starting to talk about the stock market, the S&P 500, as that is a critical movement and a critical thing that does impact all of us, as we know. If anyone has Roth IRAs or just likes to invest, it is something to consider, as honestly, I've made about over $2,000 in just a couple of months by putting in money into the S&P 500, literally buying close down to about $2,600. The market's now $3,500, $3,490. I've made $2,000 off of a $14,000, off a $12,000 investment. It's now at $14,000. So $2,000 I've made in the matter of like 3 or 4 months, which is incredible and a massive ROI. So that's why I am so incredibly happy to have invested in the market when I did off this massive dump. But looking at the way this market is right now, it's kind of nerve-wracking to see that we're scaling much higher than we were prior. We do have 3 days and 9 hours left before this monthly candle closes, and then I'm fairly nervous that we are going to see a big dip and a big drop in the market, and that's why I'm actually planning on selling out my positions in the S&P 500 very soon. Now, I am in a Roth, so I am still keeping my profit. I'm not taking the money out of the Roth IRA. I'm just selling the stocks and the shares that I own in the index funds that I did deposit in. So I am going to be removing my money from that, and then waiting for the market to drop, see that correction that I do think is going to happen, and then buying back in. Because I just want you guys to notice something. I mean, I can move this. Obviously, we talked about the bearish divergence that is happening on the S&P 500, but you can see that we're hitting a resistance. So yes, in the past we did become overbought, and then we saw a small dip, but if we just reference the $70 resistance that we were at just prior to COVID happening, we did see a massive drop, and we didn't even break overbought. We literally just tested resistance. So we're literally now almost inches, not even, like just a fraction of an inch away from retesting once again overbought, and the market is above a 11-year resistance. We have a 11-year channel that we've been trading in for the longest time, ever since the 09 stock crash, and we started to correct upwards. We're now above that, which is incredible to see. And it almost does not make sense that we're seeing a massive skyrocketing price in the S&P 500, but we're in a pandemic. It just doesn't make sense. We're also September, October, November, 3 months. We just ended August, so September, October, November, 3 months away, if not less. Maybe 2 months away, give or take, from the election, 2.5 months away from the election, which is going to be very interesting, and it's going to have a massive impact on the stock market. So honestly, I may actually sell my positions today, and hopefully it closes. The problem is, yeah, the stock market closes at 4, so I should be able to get away with it on Friday. I think it closes at 4 on Friday, but I am going to be selling my positions, leaving it in the Roth because I do anticipate it to drop. Now, I'm not saying copy me. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just a kid on YouTube that posts videos. It's just my real world effect and how my brain thinks and works while I travel throughout my career and my life. So I do anticipate a correction. Take this with a grain of salt because it's just me doing what I do. Whether you want to copy it or not, that is totally your responsibility and liability. I hold no affiliation with you putting in money or losing money or selling out at a time. I'm literally just telling you what I am going to do and my personal relationship to the Roth IRA, my personal one. So otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.